Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's video is Resources and Development. Topics in this chapter. In this chapter we will study about what is resource, types of resources, sustainable development and measures to solve problem of land degradation, soil and its types, soil erosion and its types. Resource: everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs is called a resource. It should be technologically accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable. Only then it can be termed as a resource. Examples: minerals, forests, fossil fuels, etc. Types of resources: on the basis of origin, on the basis of exhaustibility, on the basis of ownership, on the basis of status and development. Resources on the basis of origin. Biotic resources: these are obtained from biosphere and have life such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. Abiotic resources: all those things which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks and metals. Resources on the basis of exhaustibility. Renewable resources: the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are known as renewable resources. For example, solar and wind energy, water, forests and wildlife, etc. Non-renewable resources: the resources once consumed cannot be replaced are known as non-renewable resources. These resources take millions of years in their formation. For example, oil, coal, etc. Resources on the basis of ownership. Individual resources: the resources owned privately by individuals are called individual resources. For example, plot, houses owned by a person. Community-owned resources: the resources which are accessible to all the members of the community. For example, public parks, picnic spots owned by a community. National resources: the resources which come under nation are known as national resources. Technically, all the resources belong to the nation. For example, trains, national highways, etc. International resources: the resources lying beyond 200 kilometers of exclusive economic zone in the oceans are called international resources. No one can use these resources without the permission of international institutions. Resources on the basis of the status of development. Potential resources: resources which are found in a region, but have not been utilized. For example, the regions Rajasthan and Gujarat have enormous potential for the development of wind and solar energy. Developed resources: resources which are surveyed and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization. For example, rivers, forests, etc. Stock: the resources that have been surveyed but cannot be used due to a lack of technology. For example, water is a compound of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen, which can be used as a rich source of energy, but we don't have technical know-how to use them. The resources that have been surveyed and we can use them with present technology but their use has not been started are known as reserves. For example, the water in the dams, forests, etc. Sustainable development. Sustainable development is the organizing principle for meeting human development goals while simultaneously sustaining the ability of natural systems to provide the natural resources and ecosystem services based upon which the economy and society depend. Land under important relief features in India. About 43% of the land area is plain, which provides facilities for agriculture and industry. About 30% of the total surface area of the country are mountains, which ensure perennial flow of some rivers and provide facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. About 27% of the land area is plateau. It possesses reserves of minerals, fossil fuels and forests. Human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining and quarrying contributed in land degradation. Measures to solve problem of land degradation. Afforestation is the process of planting trees, or sowing seeds, in a barren land devoid of any trees to create a forest. Proper management of grazing to control overgrazing, planting of shelter belts of plants. Stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. Proper management of wastelands. Control of mining activities. Soil. Soil is a mixture of organic matter, minerals, gases, liquids, and organisms that together support life. Soil is the medium of plant growth and support different types of living organism on the earth. Classification of soils. Alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil and forest soil. Classification of soils. Entire northern plains are made of alluvial soil, also found in the eastern coastal plains, particularly in the deltas of the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna and the Kaveri rivers. Fertile soil, therefore, fit for agriculture purpose. Regions of alluvial soils are intensively cultivated and densely populated, rich in potash, phosphoric acid and lime, which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat and other cereal and pulse crops. Black in color and are also known as regur soils, ideal for growing cotton and is also known as black cotton soil. Found in the plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, also along the Godavari and the Krishna valleys, made up of extremely fine, therefore clayey material, well known for their capacity to hold moisture, rich in calcium carbonate, magnesium, potash and lime. Found in the areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. Also found in parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of the Middle Ganga Plain and along the Piedmont zone of the Western Ghats. Develop a reddish color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. Develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. Found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and the hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. Suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers. Low humus content because decomposers, like bacteria, get destroyed due to high temperature. Arid soil found in the western parts of Rajasthan. After proper irrigation, these soils become cultivable. Lacks humus and moisture because dry climate, high temperature make evaporation faster. Forest soil found in the hilly and mountainous areas where sufficient rainforests are available. Feature differs based on location. Loamy and silty in valley sides and coarse-grained in the upper slopes. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is the displacement of the upper layer of soil. It is one form of soil degradation. This natural process is caused by the dynamic activity of erosive agents, that is, water, ice, snow, air, plants, animals, and humans. Types of soil erosion. Gully erosion. The running water cuts through the clayey soils and makes steep channels known as gullies. This makes the land bad land, and in the Chambal Basin such land is known as ravines. Sheet erosion is the uniform removal of soil in thin layers by the forces of raindrops and overland flow. It can be a very effective erosive process because it can cover large areas of sloping land and go unnoticed for quite some time. Measures to control soil erosion. Strip cropping is a method of farming which involves cultivating a field partitioned into long, narrow strips which are alternated in a crop rotation system. Windbreaks are such structures which break the wind flow and reduce wind speed, while shelter belts are rows of trees or shrubs planted for protection of crop against wind. In terracing, wide steps are cut around the slopes of hills to prevent soil erosion. Contour plowing follows the natural shape of the slope without altering it. Terrace farming alters the shape of the slope to produce flat areas that provide a catchment for water. Revision. We will do quick revision about this chapter. Resources. Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs. Types of resources on the basis of origin, exhaustibility, ownership, status and development. Sustainable development should take place without damaging the environment. Revision. Measures to solve problem of land degradation, afforestation, planting of shelter belts of plants, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes, proper management of wastelands, control of mining activities. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. Classification of soils: alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil, and forest soil. Soil erosion is the displacement of the upper layer of soil. It is one form of soil degradation. Types of soil erosion: gully erosion, sheet erosion. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.